Before I start the video, I have to say something. I love Disney. Who doesn't? It's one of the greatest animated companies of all time. Disney done a lot of good projects or some not so good projects because it had a few ups and downs. Adapting classic fairy tales to something original, to something different, to making live action Disney sitcoms on Disney Channel or live action musicals and other stuff. So, Disney was my childhood, and I watch any of the Disney movies ever since I was little. So, enough said, and here's some of my Disney DVDs I have in my collection. So, let's start the collection. First DVD in my collection, it was the original Toy Story. This movie was released in 1995. Which is the same year as Batman Forever and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie. This is actually the first Disney Pixar film and one of the first films to be in CGI. This is like when animation evolves. So here's the front, side, and the back. And some of the bonuses are Tin Toy and the making of Toy Story. Here's Buzz, Woody, and Mr. Potato Head and the aliens. And here's Rex, Bo Peep, and the small soldier toys, and Slinky. And here is the disc. And next up, one of my favourite movies made by Disney Pixar, Toy Story 2. One of my favourite movies I watched as a kid. Well, I was 8 when I first saw that film at the cinema when it comes out in 2000 in Europe. But it was released in America in 1999. So here's the front, side, and the back. And here's the cast of characters from Toy Story 2. And there's there's some bonuses like Luke So Jr., the characters, the music, and other stuff. So here's the disc with Buzz, Woody, and Jessie. Yeah, I really love that movie a lot. So a couple of years later, they released Toy Story 3. So here it is. So when Toy Story 3 was announced, I got a lot more excited. I saw that movie at the cinema and it was actually quite good, but it has a bit of mean-spirited moments and it was a little sad. This is a slightly sadder movie of the trilogy of the movies. Well, here's the front, side, and there's the back, and here's the grown-up Andy, and new characters like Lotso. And here is the disc. Yes, still a great movie. The Toy Story trilogy was actually quite good, but there's also Toy Story 4, which was released 9 years after Toy Story 3. But I heard Toy Story 5 is going to come out really soon. Next up in my collection, my favourite Disney movie ever, Tarzan. I was 8 when I first saw that film, and this is actually my favourite movie of all time. I love the soundtrack, love the music, and the characters are actually quite memorable. Here's the front, here's the side, and there's the back. And there was Tarzan, and on the side there was Turk and Tantor, the comic relief duo of the movie. And here's the disc itself with Tarzan, the title character of the movie. Bonuses is like Life of a Jungle and Turk's Challenge, deleted scenes, and a commentary. I really love this movie a lot. So here's another film with the new live action remake. With the live action remake of Lilo and Stitch came out a couple of days ago. There's the original Lilo and Stitch, the one that started it all. I really liked Stitch, but But this movie is actually a classic. So here's the front, here's the side with Stitch, and there's the back. So a year later, they spawned a movie called Stitch the Movie, and it followed by Lilo and Stitch the series. Well, like Power Rangers Turbo, Lilo and Stitch the series started off with a movie called Stitch the Movie. Well, back in 2005, I recorded some of the Lilo and Stitch the series episodes. I think they're actually quite good, especially with the one with Angel in it, also known as 624, and the one where Stitch cloned themselves, and also the one with 627 in it, so you get the idea. And it followed by Leroy and Stitch and an anime called Stitch himself. Well, 20 years after I recorded some of the Lilo and Stitch movies, the live action remake was released. So here's another one, which is the darkest of the Disney Renaissance era films. Well, the Disney Renaissance era was my favorite era of Disney films. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, the darkest film of the Disney Renaissance era and one of the darkest movies made by Disney. Here's Quasimodo, Esmeralda, the three gargoyles. There's the front, there's the side, and there's the back with Phoebus and Esmeralda. So here is the disc. So, this movie is actually brilliant. Well, I watched that movie back in 1998 on video during my during my Christmas holiday in England. The animation looks great, the music is outstanding, and the characters are memorable, especially the villain was pretty awesome. But it was followed by Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, which is not as good as the original, but I better to hope that the live action remake of Hunchback of Notre Dame will be much better than Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, and much more darker is this one. So these are my Disney DVD collection, the DVDs from my collection. So now there's not only these aren't the only DVDs I have in my collection, but there's more Disney DVDs I have in my collection. Well, maybe I can show it to you soon. So anyway, oh, speaking of England, I'm going to go on holiday in England with my mum on Saturday. So, see ya. We'll see you next time.